Peace, y'all. What is up? I'm back here in essence bringing you guys a new video. Today I wanted to talk about my natal alignments and my natal chart. As you can see here, this is my alignments right here. Just so you can understand a little bit more about me, my energies. Yeah, just see what I'm rooted in, So, and at the end of the day, I'm the best person who knows my chart and the way I express these energies. The same thing for you. If you get a reading for someone, they will help you start to understand your chart, understand how these energies play out in your life. Shout out to Ariel XYZ for opening me up to this, and really helped me out to expand my awareness and allow me to even be able to talk about this. So yeah, let me get started. So as you can see, I have a lot of Earth energy. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Earth planets, right? And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fire planets, 2 air planets, and I don't have any water. I don't have any water in my chart. Just kind of crazy. I was thinking about this the other day. It's like that's my direction in life, is to be more upfront and honest with my emotions and be more emotional, and to be just more in my emotions and express them in a good way. So it's kind of funny that my path is to be more emotional and to be more honest and open about my emotions in the area of the 4th house, which is the area of the moon, which deals with family, nourishment, what you're most comfortable with. So it's kind of funny. I was thinking about that the other day. But yeah, let me start. My ascendant is Aries. I'm an Aries ascendant. I was born at 6:32 in the morning, so I'm almost a Taurus ascendant. Almost there. Like if I was born probably, I think it's every 30 minutes it changes. So if I was born at 7, I would be a Taurus ascendant, which would be crazy because I have all these other. I mean, of course, this would shift a little bit, but that'd be crazy. But you can see I have a first house stellium as well. So my Aries ascendant is my chart ruler Mars, which is your passion, willpower's desire, what you want to work towards. So I'm very passionate. I'm a very passionate person, and when my Aries ascendant, it makes me come off as a leader, someone who initiates and creates, which I get that a lot in my daily life. People look to me for guidance or leader, even if I'm not a leader. Like they just looked at me for that, which is kind of funny. So yeah, Aries ascendant Mars, which my Mars is in Taurus, in my first house, which is, if I believe, Mars is in this detriment here, which is it's away at work, wants to initiate and create, and Mars in Taurus is slow and steady building of passions and willpowers and desires. It's interesting, and it's in the first house though, so that kind of almost counteracts it in a way, because first house is going to do with your personality, personal issues, and personal affairs. So I'm slow and steady building my passions in the area of my personality, personal issues, and personal affairs. With all this energy in my first house here, my big thing in life, my big area of focus is my personality, building up my personality and my personal issues and my personal affairs. So I have my sun here in Taurus, which is, the sun represents what you're consciously aware of, what you pay attention to. It also represents just your ego in a way. So my sun is consciously paying attention to fixed earth, which is being fixated on thinking and practicality. So I'm very practical and very earthly. I'm very material. I like material things. I like tangible things. That's why I like books. That's why I like things that have substance that I could grab a hold of. My moon is also in Capricorn, which is another earth energy, which the moon in Capricorn, is in its detriment. It's away at work. So my emotions and my feelings and the way I react and I respond are away at work in Capricorn, which is initiating and creating new ways of thinking and practicality. So the moon don't like to be here because emotions aren't practical in a literal sense. Emotions are things of water, things of fluid, and practicalize your emotions. Doesn't really doesn't like to do that. So a lot of my emotional problems stem from me creating really blockages of myself because I'm focused on what's practical and the way I react and I respond is practical. So I might create blockages. I might create just blockages in myself to not express my emotions, to put my feelings aside and continue working or continue towards doing something that is practical or what I'm trying to initiate and create. So it's kind of interesting that my moon and my sun are in Earth. So my moon and my sun both kind of synergize in a way. So what I'm consciously aware of and what I react and respond to are both Earth energies, which makes me good at manifesting. Taurus is a sign of manifesting. We'll manifest things. So, I'm very good at manifesting, and I can manifest anything that I want to in reality because I have the power to do that. I have all this Earth energy. I have all of this energy of this realm. Tauruses are the masters of the five senses: touch, sight, hearing, taste, smell, and your sixth emotion, which is the inside. I'm not a master of that. That's more like Pisces and like the water energies are all into those feelings. But I also have Jupiter, Saturn, and Mars. So Jupiter is how you put wisdom upon experiences and how you move through experiences. It's also the planet of luck. It's also it's just a planet of wisdom. So I have wisdom upon my personality, and I have wisdom upon other people's personalities. I have a gift to analyze people's personalities and to see things about people's personalities that other people might not even see. Now, I also have Saturn here, which places boundaries, restrictions, and limits upon my personality. Now, with Jupiter here, also it kind of helps out this Saturn energy from expressing itself in a way. I still place boundaries, restrictions, and limits upon my personality. That's why I might close myself off a lot. But Jupiter allows me to open up a little bit more. I also have Mars here, which Mars Aries, which is in the first house. So Mars in Taurus is like a slow and steady buildup of your passion. So slow and steady wins the race. So all this energy in my first house is vindicative of a big focus of my life, a big area of my life that I have to focus on, and that is important to me is my personality, other people's personalities, and the buildup of that, and the continuation and evolution of that. So I also have, right here you see that's Mercury and Venus and Aries in the 12th house. These are kind of opposite energies. Mercury in the 12th, Mercury in Aries. Aries is initiating, creating. So I'm very direct with what I want to say. I'm very thinking, communicating, and analyzing in an initiative kind of way. So I take initiative in communicating. So I'm always very forceful, very direct when I speak. Now with Venus here, I'm very self-indulgent in my love, what I love, value, and appreciate, make compromises with. This is kind of a selfish energy for me. I know that. Even in new relationships, I teeter-totter a lot from, I have such focus on myself and love for myself that sometimes I forget to reciprocate that to others. So it's kind of it's a weird energy here. And then, it's in the 12th house. So I might communicate and love things that I can't even understand. I might come from places that people don't even understand. I might communicate from places that people don't understand. And it might make people feel like I'm lost in an illusion in a way because, what I love and what I communicate are both from an unconscious, spiritual, mutable water realm. So, people might not even understand where I'm coming from a lot of the times, and I might think I'm just caught up in my own illusions, which is true. It also makes me very musical and creative because I can communicate and I can express myself from an unconscious, creative, primordial place. And with Venus conjuncting here, it's like a superpower. So I have the ability to communicate and value things from an unconscious realm in a direct way. So it kind of is opposing energies here, which is cool. It makes me who I am. So also have Moon Capricorn in the 10th, which is to say that I express my emotions and feelings and the way I react and respond are in the area of status, how I'm seen and how people see me. So it's to say my emotions and my feelings have a lot to do with what I will be known for. So I keep that in mind. So I'm still young, and I'm just waiting for the time to where I figure out my career and my occupation, because I know a lot of the time right now is me focused on that in a way, because I don't know where it is that I am going to go or what life is going to lead me. So I spend a lot of time thinking about that and predicating myself towards that. I'm interested to see in the future how my mindset will change and what I'll start to focus on once I start to feel comfortable and more proud of the work that I'm doing. Because that's what I'm really interested to see, is like my own evolution in a way. So I don't really go out on the outer planets because those are more broad, and a lot of people have these placements who are born in around the same time as me. We'll go into I'll go to the houses real quick, like with Neptune. Neptune in Aquarius in the 10th house allows me to be imaginative. It allows me to be collective in my dreams, imaginations, fantasies, and illusions. And it's to say that my dreams, my imaginations, my fantasies, and my illusions will be played out in the area of my 10th house, which is how I'm seen, my status, and how people will see me. So some of my aspects, I'll just point out some of the aspects that are really interesting to me, which is the sun, square, Neptune. So my actions have an obstacle with my dreams, imaginations, illusions, and my fantasies. I have to learn. I have to learn from my dreams in a way. And once I start learning from my dreams, I'll be able to better practicalize them and make use. So squares. People view squares, oppositions, and stuff as bad, but squares, oppositions are often a more powerful energy, because once you can understand the square and the opposition, allows you to go further than the trines or the sextiles ever would, because you have to overcome an obstacle. You have to work harder at it, work harder towards it. Squares aren't bad. Squares are just things you have to overcome, and once you start to learn how to work with your square or your opposition, it's going to take you further in a lot of ways. Let's do Moon, Trine, Mars. So my emotions and my feelings are in harmony with my passions, my ambitions, my goals, my willpowers, and my desires. So it allows me to be emotionally focused on my passions, which is very true. People who know me in my personal life know that all I think about is working towards something, working on something. I do music as well, so I'm always just trying to do something. I cannot sit still. I feel like I'm wasting time if I'm just sitting around doing nothing. So I'm always trying to do something. That's just my nature. I'm always thinking about what's next, what I could be doing, how I could build myself up, because I have all these earth energies here, and they want to practicalize things and make things into reality. And my moon in Capricorn in the 10th, man, I just can't stop sometimes, and it drives me crazy. So I have to withdraw a little bit, go meditation really helps, because it allows me to just shut off my mind and allows me just to be in the moment, be here now. But yeah, so I want to go through all these. It's not really that necessary. You can see them here. Moon, square, ascendant. So my emotions and my feelings are going through a learning process with how I'm seen, and how I react and respond, and how people view me. So the way I might emotionally react is not in line with how people see me. Sometimes that might create a bad image of me, or like people might take me the wrong way. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna end the video there. So thank y'all for tuning in. I'll see you guys in the next video. Let me know what you want to see down below. Thank you guys. Have a good Wednesday, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.